And to kick off, we have Kaity from VIMC, who's going to give us a perspective on new technology, the next generation of technology coming into maritime. So, Kaity, over to you.
Thanks, Neville. I think we all know Neville. So read many of his articles in the international maritime and shipping space. Many thanks to Frank Coles and his fantastic Transas team for inviting me to participate here in this international conference. We are very honored that Transas, a major international maritime systems and technology company, chose Vancouver for this global industry conference. As a Vancouverite, born and raised, and given there are many international guests here, I wish to welcome you to our beautiful city, Vancouver, one of North America's top technology hubs and a leading maritime capital of the world. Shipping has made globalization possible. From human labor and the use of oars, to wind-driven sails, to the combustion engine. Shipping has developed tremendously over the last 50 years, and it is technological developments that have driven the productivity of shipping, including the diesel engine, which was faster, more cost-efficient, and easier to operate than the traditional coal-powered steam engines, economies of scale, which made the cost of moving goods minuscule, and of course, containerization, allowing for the movement of goods door to door. In 1960, the world merchant fleet measured 130 million gross tons. In 2016, the fleet grew to over 1.3 billion. You can see that the growth in the fleet took off in the 1960s. Without a doubt, the next big step will be digitalization. We saw it starting in the dot-com era. I was in London at the time working for Guard P&I Club, and it was dot-com everything. There were over 100 e-commerce shipping sites that had emerged, as well as several online broking companies, including Level C's, which was supported by some of the largest names in the industry, Clarksons, Cargill, Shell, and BP. A main reason why several projects failed was because the conventional way of thinking still dominated, and the new tools were not always completely understood. Since then, there has been continuous technological development and increased use of digital tools on the bridge, in the engine room for communication, but really there have not been revolutionary developments. This year we're seeing, as Frank pointed out, DNV is now using drones for ship surveys to inspect ship tanks and cargo holds. Métis Cyber Technology, a company that's actually looking to set up here in Vancouver, developed a cyber personal assistant for use. Transas A-Suite Package has brought artificial intelligence to maritime by using the latest in machine learning techniques to reduce the potential for human errors. It's actually not surprising that Frank, the CEO of Transas, has recently been decorated with the Smart for Sea Leadership Award, recognizing his outstanding contribution to transformative thinking in the maritime industry. Frank, congratulations. Okay, let's get back on track. In 2008, a new system appeared on the market called blockchain, used for Bitcoin, a digital currency experiment. At the beginning, it was regarded as a curiosity, but when Bitcoin started to increase in value, people started to look and to see that the technology operating Bitcoin, the blockchain, could actually be separated and used for other systems. Now, several pioneers are emerging to take advantage of the new digital game changer, which cuts out the intermediaries and drives efficiencies. Axis Bank in India has reduced international money transfers from what we're used to the standard 3 to 5 days down to 5 to 10 seconds. Louis Dreyfus Company, a group of financial banks, completed their first agricultural deal in December 2017 and estimated an 80% reduction in trade processing times. Blockchain and Transport Alliance was formed by tech and transport executives for the development of blockchain standards and education to the freight industry. Considering all the improvements this new technology promises, we would be irresponsible not to look into what it can mean for business. Deloitte says that by 2025, some 10% of global GDP will be stored on the blockchain. Earlier this year, Maersk and IBM partnered to use blockchain to improve shipment visibility, eliminate paperwork, reduce errors, and shorten transit and clearance times, while allowing information to be available in real time to all parties. Maersk anticipates that this technology will save them $4 billion per year. We are living in a digital world today, and we are adapting, but increased digitalization makes us more vulnerable, and of course, hacking is a real risk. The advantage of blockchain is that it is much more secure because blocks are verified and time-stamped transactions are chained chronologically using cryptography and data stored in a decentralized network of thousands of computers. If blockchain technology is embraced by the global supply chain, it will revolutionize the way we trade. And when technology starts to move, the progress is fast. In 1954, Popular Mechanics predicted that by 2004, few homes would have a computer, and the size of the computer would take up an entire room. Of course, as we all know, in 2004, this was the size of a home computer. And today we have multiple devices that can fit in the palm of our hands. I do believe blockchain will be the next game changer. Cities will have to prepare for the digitization era. They will require advanced infrastructure to support these new technologies. Here in British Columbia, we have started a new initiative to become a digitized technology supercluster in order to keep up with the future of global digitalized enterprises and data-driven economies. Technology is certainly leading the way. And by the end of this conference, what we will have said will already be outdated. But industry must not be driven by thinking of technology as a way to cut costs, and regard it in a way to become more efficient, more secure, and safer. The tech explosions around us, like the blockchain, should not distract our industry from the basic safety of operations. It is essential that first and foremost, secure, reliable, and tested systems are in place to ensure the safety and the running of our ships on our global waters. Thank you.